honestly, I never thought of myself being a teacher or even a scholar at the university. During my school years, I was those naughty ones that teachers would hate the most. So honestly, I didn't really enjoy being a student or imagining myself being a teacher doing all those boring teachings. But however, once I become a teacher, I found that this is a totally different experiences and it's challenging and fun. Yep, so during my university time, I was totally inspired by Dr. Jane Goodall on her passions and knowledge about the environment and animals. So I know in her mid-80s, she's so actively going around the world trying to promote her visions and messages about the environmental conservation and the collective power of individual actions. So I seriously admire her, and hopefully I will be the same in the future as well. Right, somehow I believe all people have a life task to achieve, so when I actually encountered any problem or challenges, I would think of it as a training to make myself a better person. So I actually had a quote for myself is, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So half of the time we'll be doing teaching in the classrooms, interacting with students, trying to make their teaching a bit more engaging, and then learning activities to be more interesting, for example, like doing hands-on tutorial and such. So in my academic research, I mainly focused on doing health exposure on air quality or noise and heat. So I'll be carrying all sort of different portable sensors, for example, like air quality sensors, noise sensors, and then bringing them out to the most dirtiest places in Hong Kong, trying to actually take real measurements out of like what is in the real environment. So I'll be installing all those sensors, like for example, on the bus stops or road signs, to try to understand what are the general people are actually exposed to and what are the problems out of it. So as I said before, I never imagined myself to be a teacher or even a scholar at the university. So when I finished my PhD, I was lucky enough to get a position at the Lingnan University, and I was hosted under Science Unit, which is a totally unique. So in that area, we have to actually interact with students that is coming from the non-science background, and we have to make sure our teaching and also materials are interesting enough to inspire them. So our tasks are actually very, very challenging, but it's fun and exciting. So there are far too many to share, but perhaps there's one example in here. Is the recent years I'm interested in the environmental conservation and also sustainability education. So I'm hopefully to do a bit more at the campus or in the hostel area, hoping to do more activities and seminars and such. So in the recent years, I noticed there are actually more students or staff that is gradually building their awareness and they're having more knowledge and even behavioral change overall to the environmental conservation. And also at the university level, there are more programs coming up related to environment and sustainability. So that keeps me motivated, and hopefully I will do more about it.